What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another day in the life. Let's talk about not giving up. All right? We're going to talk about not giving up and why you don't need to give up. Because everybody in your life wants you to give up. Everybody in your life might want to see you down. You might not have anybody in your life to support you. And it makes you feel like you want to give up. People might be telling you to give up. You ain't doing nothing no way, just give up. But those same people that's telling you not to give up is the same people that had maybe a similar dream to you, didn't work, and now they trying to tell you, discourage you because somebody discouraged them. You see, people don't do things like that unless something bad has happened to them. Something has really gone on in their life and they need to throw that off on you. So they try to put that spirit on you to give up. Right? But you got to tell yourself, don't give up. Even when the mission is hard, even whenever everybody else is around you, nobody wants to support you, nobody wants to be there for you, don't give up. Okay? It ain't gonna be a lot of people out there telling you don't give up. It's not gonna be a lot of people out there. So if you're looking for a lot of people out there to tell you don't give up, I'm gonna tell you, stop looking for it. Stop looking for it and start looking on the inside of you. Because ultimately, it doesn't matter what they say, whether they want you to give up or not. It matters whether you want to give up. What do you want to do? You want to keep pressing? You want to keep pushing? You tired of living that same old life? You tired of being talked about? You tired of feeling this way? You tired of not having no money? And because of those things, you feel like you want to give up, right? Well, look here. It's a lot of people that's tired. And when you're tired, you take a little rest. But you get back up and you keep on going. Because it don't stop. This life don't stop. Your mission, your goals, your dreams, they don't stop. Just because somebody else says give up, that don't mean you gotta confine to what they want you to do. How many times did you go against your mother or your father? Right? How many times did you do that as a child? But you can't go against this stranger over here that's telling you to give up. You got to do what they say do, huh? But you can't just you couldn't do what your mother and father told you to do. But you're going to go listen to a stranger when they tell you to give up. They telling you to give up because they didn't have that dream for themselves, and they can see that if I didn't have that dream, then nobody else should have that dream. So they're going to try to destroy every possibility of a dream that you even wish that you had. Stop looking for validation from other people. Don't give up on yourself. And when I say don't give up on yourself, I mean, don't stop looking. Don't stop dreaming. Don't stop pushing. Don't stop grinding. They telling you that it's not going to work, but don't give up. It just feels that way right now. You might be ready to give up, but maybe your situation just needs to be tweaked a little bit. That don't mean you got to give up. That don't mean you got to stop. Stop quitting. Stop giving up. Have faith in yourself. You're allowing somebody else to tell you to give up, and then that just made you quit and give up? Where did the faith go within yourself? Why do you gotta always have somebody around you telling you what to do and how to do it next? You don't. And the sad part is when they say give up, you ready to throw the towel in. Then you feeling all down in yourself. You feeling like you ain't no good. You feeling like you didn't do nothing. You feeling like the dreams that you had is no good. You feeling like, listen to me. I'm telling you, whatever it is that you have in your head, whatever it is that you really, really want, you can have it. But you cannot give up. If you really, really want something in life, whether you're on a faith-based mission or a spiritual mission or on a both mission, you're going to continue to keep going. That means you're going to continue to keep manifesting for yourself. You're going to continue to keep prospering. You're going to continue to keep living. You're going to continue to keep loving. You're going to continue on because you're not going to just give up. Because this is your mission. And if you give up, you only give up on yourself. That's the only thing you're doing. You're just giving up on you. You ain't giving up on nobody else but you. You giving up on you is making the next person happy because they like, see, I told you you're going to be stuck here with me. You're going to be stuck at this place with me because you gave up on you. You didn't have enough faith in yourself to believe that you could be great, that you could be amazing, that you can do some things. You didn't have that faith in yourself. So guess what? You gave up and now you're stuck here, right? That's what you don't want them to say that to you. You don't want them to say that to you. And even if they do say that to you, you know what you're going to do? You're going to pull yourself up out of that slum that you got yourself in, telling yourself that you ain't no good, telling yourself that you can't do what everybody else can do, telling yourself that, oh, I'm not successful now, so I ain't never going to be successful. Stop telling yourself all that same stuff. Because what you tell yourself is what you're going to be. So if you're telling yourself that you ain't going to be successful, then guess what? You ain't going to be successful. If you're telling yourself that you ain't got no money and you broke, you're going to be broke and you ain't going to have no money. If you're telling yourself you ain't gonna ever find love, then guess what? You ain't gonna ever find love. If you're telling yourself that you ain't gonna find happiness, then guess what? You ain't gonna ever find happiness. If you're telling yourself that this place is always miserable, then guess what? It's gonna always be miserable for you. See, that's what I had to do. I had to switch it up, guys. I had to start talking to myself with authority, the authority that I know that I have. When I didn't give up on myself, it didn't matter whether or not everybody else was giving up on me. I didn't give up on me. And I'm not going to give up on me. No matter how hard the road is. I'm going to continue to keep going on. Because I know if I continue, the better I continue, the more I continue, the better I become. So I'm not going to give up because I know I'm going to get better and better and better and better and better every single time. I wouldn't be where I'm at today if I would have given up when somebody told me that I couldn't do it. If I would have given up when they told me that it wasn't possible to do what I'm doing now, I would have given up. I could have given up, but I didn't. If I didn't believe in myself, I wouldn't be where I'm at. You got to believe in you. You got to have enough faith in yourself to tell yourself that whatever else they saying, I'm not caring about nothing they saying to me. I'm not going to give up because I want it for myself. I don't care if you don't want it for me. I want it for me. Right? You want it for you. Not because of what everybody else is telling you. It's because you see the potential in it. You see that your dreams can come true. You see that this vision that you have that you've been trying to explain to everybody else is going to come true. But they telling you to give up. So what you gonna do? That's the question of the day. What are you gonna do whenever they tell you to give up? Are you gonna give up? Or are you going to keep pressing? Because ultimately in this life, that's exactly what we have to do. Don't you give up. Don't you quit on yourself. It's one thing to quit a job. It's one thing to give up on a position. It's one thing to let something go. It's one thing to walk out on this or walk out on that. But it's a whole nother thing when you just give up on yourself. Right? Because when you give up on yourself, what can flourish? What can come from you giving up on yourself? Besides more turmoil, putting yourself in a deeper depression. Because that's all you're doing. That's all you're doing. But yeah, I ain't gonna rant too long. I just wanted to give that little positive message. You know, don't give up on yourself. You got this. All right? Peace out.